Hola amigos! So, today I want to tell you guys how to survive humid, tropical, and hot weather if you have curly and frizzy hair like me. And if you're wondering, I'm in the Philippines right now. So if you're in the Philippines or in any other tropical countries, then follow these steps if you have curly hair. And even if you don't have curly hair, these tips might help you out. So the first tip I have is a bit like maybe common sense, but shower in cold water, like freezing cold water. And if you're in the Philippines, it's already cold water, so just wash in that, because if you shower your hair with cold water, it would be less frizzy even if you're in a humid climate like I am. And then after you shower your hair, make sure to absolutely not go outside while your hair is still wet. Make sure to let it air dry by itself without any wind whatsoever. That means no electric fan either, because that will make your hair really frizzy. So I know it's really hot and it's probably like you're probably dying from heat, but if you want your hair to look okay outside, then make sure to let it dry inside without any wind. If you let your hair dry with wind, it will be super frizzy, but if you let it dry on its own without any wind, then that's okay. One thing I've done lately is braid my hair sideways. So I do one braid at the left side, I do another braid on the right side, and then I braid it backwards like a catness braid. And I make sure to do all of them into Dutch braids, because for some reason my hair looks better that way. And that's what I did today, and my hair is looking like it's not that bad like it usually is. So it's more defined and it doesn't like fly everywhere. And also it's really good when you're at home and your hair will be out of your way, and if you suddenly have to go out, then you just remove the braids and your hair will look presentable. I do it every day to make sure that I don't look like a poodle when I go out, and it has helped me so much. You don't even need to use a curling iron or anything. So this next one is like obvious, but don't use any heat, no curling iron, especially no straightening iron, because that will 100% ruin your hair and it will make your hair super frizzy. For the days that you don't use any heating irons, your hair won't look that great, and the curls will start to disappear, and the curling pattern in your hair, the natural curl pattern in your hair will also not look that great. So if you really want to straighten your hair, you can do it like max once a month. And also another thing, of course, don't use too many products in your hair. Try to stay to the natural stuff and not so much on the sprays and leave-in conditioner and all of those stuff, because they will ruin your hair. I used to put in coconut in my hair, which I've showed you guys in my previous videos, and it used to work out great. But if I use it every day, my hair started to look like, at the scalp, it started to look almost thin, even though my hair is really thick. I wouldn't recommend you guys to use coconut every day in your hair, coconut oil. Use it just like once a month or once a week. A good thing you can do to your hair is give it a spa treatment. And what I recommend for you guys to do is to put on a hair mask, which I showed you guys in my last video, which you can check out if you want to. It's a coconut hair mask recipe, and those are really good to use in your hair. Use the natural hair masks. You can also of course go to the stores and buy hair masks, but make sure those are natural ones and not the ones with chemicals and all of those stuff. So on good hair days, you of course want to let your hair down, because this doesn't happen all of the time. Maybe for you guys, I'm sure lots of you guys have good hair days, but for me, like, it's very rare that I have good hair days. And on those days, I make sure to let my hair down, to show to everyone that my hair doesn't like always have to be in a braid, but you might want to put in some bobby pins or braid it a little bit on the side, just so that when you go out, your hair won't look like a poodle. Because even though you have a good hair day, us curly tops have a really hard time in life when it comes to hair, because even if you have good hair days, once you go out, it will fluff up like a poodle. You will look like cotton candy if you go out just like with your hair down. So in humid weather, it's best to put in some bobby pins and braid. Those are my tips, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me down below if you're going to use any of my tips, and also if you have any more tips for curly tops like me, especially if you're living in a hot climate like me also. Please go down below guys and subscribe to this channel, ArtAndBeautyFreak, and turn on the post notifications so you know when I upload a new video. Thank you so much guys. Leave your video requests down below as well. Thanks for watching. Gracias por ver, and we will see you the next time. Adios amigos. That hair mask recipe. So let's get started. So all you need for this hair mask recipe guys is 2 cups of water and 1